is the first portage of the trip. Once you get around these rapids, it's a half-mile portage. Pretty cool in here. Why are you so red?
I don't know. Why is my plate empty?
Joe's pooping.
What's Jeff doing? What's Bassoon doing?
Cooking as usual. Day 3, we're on a mission to go see the pictographs over there. Stopped here for a little break, stretch our legs. We've paddled probably 2 miles so far to get to this point. We gotta get across there over to Canada. Caught 2 walleye on the way. Nice day. Guys, how you liking the trip so far?
Great. Beautiful.
Wish you were back home yet?
No.
Liar.
I'm going to stay.
Maybe in a couple days.
We gotta get way over there. And hopefully a towboat don't come ripping by and flip us all over and we all drown. End of story. So if you never see this video, that's what happened. Good day. Tell me how you feel. And oh, he almost goes down.
Yeah, it like slides right down.
Just fall backwards.
I don't know how often you do that. Find the rock ledge, find the rock ledge, there it is.
Now swim out there to that.
Drops off considerably.
Swim out right there to that 60-foot hole.
Huh?
Go swim out to that 60-foot hole. See how deep you can get.
I'm good.
We are in Never Fail Bay taking a protein and sugar break and letting our butts unnumb. That's really refreshing. I might have to do that. But I'm going to do it naked because I don't have my swimsuit. This is a really nice bay in here. Caught a few smallies in here already. Dad looks like he's crossing the Mojave Desert trying to stay out of the sun. He's a little burnt. I'm not sure if Dad knows it or not, but there's a nice little blueberry patch right behind his tent. There's the blueberries. There's his tent. It's Monday, our second day here at camp. I took a walk back through the woods to find some firewood and popped out here, checking out the views to the east of our little island here. That far tree line is Canada. Tiger Bay in the distance. Morning, everybody. It is Wednesday morning. I have no idea what the time is. Guessing around 8 o'clock. Just had a cup of coffee. Haven't done a camp tour yet, so I thought I'd kick it off as we're leaving this morning. We're in Lake Croix right now. We're going to head back towards Agnes and set up camp there for 2 days. So we got a nice short run to make it out. So this is our campsite. I don't know the number. I can add that in later, but here's our landing. It's pretty decent as long as you're careful. There's some rocks out there. So we sit up high on a hill. Excuse me. Here's our canoe. This is a 19-foot 6-inch Winona Seneca. And this thing is a tank. It holds 650 to 675 pounds of people, not to mention probably 150 pounds of gear. 3-seater. It really does ride well. It fishes well. Obviously it's not super maneuverable, but that's the price you pay, and I'm okay with it. So good job on the Seneca, Winona. So anyways, we come up the trail here, and we got to get up on this bluff. The sun's going to be right in the frame, so exposure is going to be a little crazy. And we come around the corner. Climb up these almost little steps here. This campsite has a spectacular view. Well, not the best campsite I've been in. The view definitely warrants it. Forgive the mess. We got things laid out, getting ready to pack up, trying to dry some stuff out. Got down into the high 40s last night and everything's covered in dew. We keep going up and up. So here's the modest fire pit area. It's not bad as long as the wind isn't blowing out of the south or the southwest. Over there in the distance is Tiger Bay. Back that way is Boulder Bay and Lake Agnes. Yesterday we went out this way. You can't see it, but way up and around we went into Never Failed Bay, cut across Croix and checked out the pictographs. Caught a ton of fish. Anyways, we come up the trail here. We were using the Sawyer gravity bag with the mini filter. And then I have a spare water pouch. Worked really, really well. This is where we had our tarp set up to keep our gear dry. And then as you come up the trail a little further, you'll see young Master Joseph holding up his girly clothes. This was Joe and I's tent. It's a Kelty 4-man, which means no more than 2. If you've ever been in a tent, you already know that. But it works well. It's a little warm. Not much ventilation when you have the fly on, but price you pay. And then we go up the trail a little bit further. This is the senior citizen village.
Yeah, come on over.
For
We're having tea and crumpets.
some reason, Dad wanted his door on the back side, so he had to mess around with this pine tree before he got in. He's in here trying to figure out how to roll up a sleeping bag.
I got a sleeping bag in there. I don't know if I got room for anything else, though.
Well, then you didn't roll it right.
Well, I got it in that little satchel, so.
And then one of the downfalls of this site would be that just right down this trail is the commode. And if you guess what happens when you have a northwest wind, you smell the commode. But whatever. It's better than not having one. So this is Camp 1. Hope you enjoyed the tour. And I'll get another video of Camp 2. Possibly today, if not tomorrow. See ya. Hey, so welcome to day 4, Wednesday. We decided to pick up and move this morning, and we headed up to Lake Agnes. Picked out a nice spot on the northwest corner. I think it's the 3rd site down on the western shore. Really nice site, so let's have a look. So for starters, we have this little sandy landing here, and trust me, it doesn't get much better than this one. And there's a nice boulder right here to chill out on. Dad and I just went swimming, and we were able to sit here and let the air dry us off. Just got this little bay here. I'll throw some spoons up in there later, see if we can catch a pike. All the way down there is where we're going to leave on Friday, but not a huge lake, but big enough. And then I'll take you up the hill to camp. So we're washed out. Probably why we got a sandy beach. It's all running downhill. So you come up the myriad of boulders. The first thing you come to is the fire grate area. cool, they got it all stacked up. We got our hammocks over there in the shade. Got the tarp set up for a little bit of shade here. Site has a few more tent pads. This is the best one back here. We were able to get both our tents in here. Nice and shady. Commode's back there. Overall, a really nice site. Camp here again. I'll give you a quick rundown of our trip this year. Started right here, entry point 16. Did a 152 rodder into the river to get around the rapids. Short jaunt, and then another 20 yarder. And then all the way down, another 25 rodder here. And then we made our way into Nina Moose Lake. And because we were not paying attention, or should I say I wasn't paying attention, we ended up in this corner. So we had to turn around, come back, and make it back up into the Nina Moose River. So we made the Nina Moose River down to this 75 rod portage, continued on 105 rodder here, and finally opened up into Lake Agnes. We shot all the way across Lake Agnes, and we actually took this route, and we popped into the Boulder River, and we followed that down up into Boulder Bay, past this campsite, and we continued all the way up here into Lake Croix. With our initial idea was to come into Tiger Bay. So as we come in here, we circled the bay. All these sites were taken. This island site was taken. We did not check this one. It was about, I don't know, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we decided this guy here was open. So we took that one, and we spent our time in Lake LaCroix on our little secluded island campsite. Our day trips consisted of fishing in Boulder Bay in the mouth of the Boulder River. Dad caught that very large pike right here in front of the portage, cutting back into the Boulder River, the short one. We made our way all the way up into Never Fail Bay, up into here, cut across, check the pictographs out, came all the way back down, and then we ended up exiting. We took the short portage into the Boulder River, and we came down this section, and we ended up camping right here. And then obviously on the last day we retraced our steps all the way back out. It was a good time. Moose River is very twisty turning. And with our 20-foot canoe, it was tough at times, but we did it. Overall, it was a great trip. I'm looking forward to 2020 when we head over to the Little Indian Sioux. Thanks for watching. We're sitting here at Lake Agnes and we're chilling out, and we decided to have a little question and answer. We're going to start with Dad. Dad, what was your best highlight of the trip so far?
Best highlight of my trip so far was catching a 40-inch northern pike.
37.
Okay, 37. Got to stretch them a little bit. You know? What's 3 inches?
Well, ask her, she'll tell you. What was your worst moment?
I think my worst moment was that I'm not in as good a shape as you guys are, and climbing the hill coming back to Lake Agnes was a tough one. Other than that, everything else been great.
And what is one thing that you did not bring that you wish you would have?
My phone cord.
Now, the viewers are looking at your face with a totally different answer.
That I wouldn't have brought.
That you would have brought that you did not.
Oh, that I would have brought that I did not? Case of Bud Light.
Who's going to bring the ice? Maybe. Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there, but maybe sunblock?
No, I don't need sunblock.
You look even redder in the camera. And what was one thing you did bring that you probably wouldn't bring again?
Probably nothing, because I packed very light and made sure that I didn't bring anything that I really didn't need. So that's my best answer for that.
Any other comments for the viewers at home?
Just that I'm enjoying my trip with my son and my grandson, and I hope I can do it again sometime. So.
Right on. All right. Young Master Joseph. You got the sun in your face now. What is your best highlight of the trip so far?
Probably seeing the pictographs yesterday.
That was pretty cool. I checked the pictures I took. They came out really good.
Nice.
And your worst?
The windy day when we went fishing.
That was pretty bad.
That was tough. It was really tough on my arms.
Is there anything you brought that you wouldn't bring next time?
My hiking shoes, since I've only worn them once.
Yeah, I did that last year. And anything that you did not have that you wish you had?
A better pillow.
Better pillow. And any commentary about the trip so far?
Yeah, just enjoying it. It's a different view and scenery than the last time we came up here, so I'm really enjoying the difference.
Cool. All right. You get to do me.
What was the best part of the trip so far?
I say the best part of the trip so far was just being out here in nature, and every once in a while I'll just smell the outdoors and realize where I'm at, and it just kind of grounds me a little bit. And the fishing yesterday was fantastic. I loved all the swimming spots and all the new stuff that we got to see, pictographs and all that. That was killer. That was the best day so far. Really enjoyed that.
Worst part of the trip so far?
I'm gonna go with the wind on Tuesday, fighting that back bay there after Dad caught that pike, and we were trying to get up the western shore, and we could not even turn the canoe in that wind. And then I realized we probably were in over our heads just a little bit, and it was probably getting a little unsafe, so we decided to head back. But yeah, that was getting a little crazy there for a while.
Anything you brought that you wouldn't bring next time?
Mustard. We've done good so far. About a lot of aluminum foil, just a lot of cooking stuff that we haven't used yet. who knows, we may use it in the next 2 days, don't know, but the food barrel seems to be still unbelievably heavy, even though I have the dishes packed in there now. Believe it or not, I'd probably bring less whiskey. There's no way we're going to drink all that. Everything else has been pretty good so far. The shoes that I got, my water shoes, kind of tore my feet up, so I've been wearing my Crocs. And those are okay, so. Other than that, I think everything's probably pretty good.
Anything you didn't bring that you wish you would have?
I've had all this time to sit here and think about it. Not really. I'm probably in the sunblock crew. My cheeks are a little burnt. I'd like to say clean clothes, but that kind of goes par for the course up here, being dirty all the time. But as hard as we've been working and sweating, my t-shirts are getting pretty rank. So I've been washing them and drying them, but it's not taking all the funk out of them. So other than that, pretty good.
Any closing comments?
Planning for next year.